Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out some new blushes from Patrick Ta and GXVE Beauty by Gwen Stefani. If you're interested in seeing that, then keep on watching. Patrick Ta launched 3 new blush shades to his blush line and I picked up 2 of them. These are the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. They retail for $36. You can get them at Sephora, but right now 2 of the 3 new shades are sold out. So a little bit about these blushes. They're vegan. They have both cream and pressed powder formula. They're supposed to have a natural finish, supposed to be hydrating and long wearing. I was very excited when I saw that he was launching new blush shades because I purchased his blush palette back in 2021. I believe it was a holiday launch and it looks like this. And I recently started, using this a little bit more and I've been loving the formula. So when I saw that he was launching new shades, especially that deep berry shade, I just knew I had to have them. I picked up the shade She's Wanted and She's Flushed. Now, Patrick Ta suggests that we wear these blushes in 3 different ways. You can use the cream formula for a dewy glow. You can use the powder formula by itself for a soft airbrush look. And the way Patrick Ta recommends using this blush duo is to apply the powder formula first and then add in the cream formula on top for a soft, glowy dimensional look. In this video, I'm going to demo the 2 shades I picked up. In the demo, I'm going to apply them the 3 ways Patrick Ta suggests. First, I'm going to apply the cream formula, then the powder formula, and then I'll show you how it looks with the cream and powder formula layered. Let's start with She's Flushed. She's Flushed is described as a soft peachy pink. When they sneak peeked these blushes on Instagram, the She's Flushed shade looked a lot deeper than it does in person. I thought it was gonna be kind of like a burnt terracotta shade. And even online when I was purchasing it and it said a soft peachy pink, I wasn't really getting soft peachy pink from it. So I bought it just to see how it would look on my skin tone and if I would like it. I don't really like this shade on me. What I wanted from it was what the shade She's Baked from Patrick Ta looks like. I thought it was gonna look like that. This one right here is She's Baked and this is She's Flushed. They look kind of similar, especially the bottom shades. They look like they would be similar, but they are not at all. So I'm gonna swatch them for you so you can see what She's Baked and She's Flushed, how they compare. I would say that the cream formula from She's Flushed has more pink in it versus the cream formula from the She's Baked duo. That one has more of a peach to it. As for the powder formula, they are completely different. The powder formula from the She's Baked blush duo is a more burnt terracotta shade, and the shade from She's Flushed is a more peachy pink like it's described. In the demo, I'm trying them on top of just foundation. I didn't set my foundation, I didn't add any powder or anything. So I have to test the She's Flushed shade in my regular routine to see how I like it. The She's Wanted shade is currently sold out on Sephora and it is described as a rich berry shade. Whoa, this shade is really intense. You're gonna see in my demo how I OD'd on this blush. Don't do too much because you'll be out here looking crazy like I did applying this in the demo, okay? Don't be me. Don't make the same mistakes I made, okay? Just don't. But it is definitely a rich berry shade. I pulled out a few comparisons from my collection to see how they compared to this new shade. The first blush that came to mind when I saw the powder formula in the She's Wanted blush duo was the House Labs Acai Sky. These are very similar. I would even go as far as saying that if you have Acai Sky already, you definitely don't need this new shade from Patrick Ta. The only difference I would say between the 2 shades is that Patrick Ta's powder formula has more depth to it. It's a rich berry shade, whereas the Acai Sky is a more muted, toned down shade. I also brought out my Dior Rosy Glow blush to see how it compares to the berry shade in this duo, and as you can see, they don't compare at all. I also picked out the Berry Punch shade from Makeup by Mario to see how it compares to the Patrick Ta, and here's what they look like. No comparison at all. So I do feel like if you have either one of the House Labs Acai Sky or the Berry Punch from Makeup by Mario, you definitely don't need to run out and get this duo. I feel like you could get a similar look because once you apply them to the cheek, it's not that much of a difference. As far as the formula on the new shades from Patrick Ta, I feel like they're in line with the existing formula and nothing has changed from what I can tell. I'm not aware of any formula changes or anything, but from what I can tell compared to using my palette recently and these new blush shades, they're the same thing. So they're gonna wear all day, especially if you layer them up, and it looks good on the skin, very glowy. So if you don't like a glowy cheek, skip this because I don't think it would make sense for you to buy a duo just to use the powder formula. If that's the case, I would say just get the House Labs, or if you're only interested in the cream formula, I would just get the Makeup by Mario Berry Punch. I love how versatile these blushes are because you can choose depending on the vibe you're going for. You can use the cream formula for that glowy look, the powder formula, which is great all on its own. They are so beautiful. They're soft, they look airbrushed on the skin, and they last all day. From my experience, I can't speak just on these new shades. If it's the same formula, which I believe it is, the powder formula is gonna last on your skin. Layer it up with the cream and you're set for the day. They are beautiful. The She's Wanted shade is going to work for more skin tones. For my complexion and deeper, I would say skip She's Flushed and go for She's Baked. That one works beautifully on our skin tone. It's a nice everyday shade and it will give us the similar type of look that I was trying to get from She's Flushed. So now, Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani. I haven't tried too many things from her brand. I think the only thing I've tried was a lipstick and it was decent, but for some reason, these blushes pulled me in when I saw that she launched these on Sephora as an early, I think it was like an early rouge access. I was like, oh my gosh, need. Are you guys sick of all the blush launches yet? Because I feel like every time I look around, a brand is launching a new blush. Are you tired of it yet? Because I feel like I'm pretty on my way out because really, who's gonna use up all these blushes anyway? I'm not a really big Gwen Stefani fan, but something about these blushes just pulled me in and I picked up one shade. I picked up the one called Crush on You. These are called the FEELIN Cheeky Clean Amplifying Talc-Free Blush Duo. These retail for $28. These are described as a vegan, pressed powder formula, satin finish, long wearing, and cruelty free. I'm wearing Crush on You on my cheeks right now, and I don't know how I feel about it. I would say these are a super soft formula. When you swatch them, they feel nice, smooth, silky, but the pigment is not there. So I'm finding myself building these up, which I don't mind, but I don't know. There's something about the formula that I can't put my finger on that I'm not really liking. And I want to be fair because this is really just a first impression and a demo video. This is not a review. So I don't know. It's soft, it blends. Do you know what I think it is? I am trying a lot of new products on my face right now, so I can't tell if it's the blush I don't like or if it's the foundation that I used, because I feel like my skin is looking very textured right now, so I can't really gauge how I'm feeling about this blush. And just to give you guys a side-by-side, because these two blushes are in the same color family, I want to show you how Crush on You looks next to She's Wanted. Definitely same color family, but cousins, not sisters. The Give Beauty blush, The verdict is still out on that. I have to do more testing on it just to see how they wear throughout the day. How long it wears will determine how I feel about it, because right now I think the formula is pretty. It's nice, it's soft, it does have a satin finish, it's not too matte, it blends, it's not patchy, and I love the shimmer shade. It adds a subtle glow to the skin. That's what sets this blush apart from every other blush in my collection. That's pretty much the gist of this video. I'm not trying to hold you guys too long. I just wanted to show you guys how these new blushes look on me, help you guys decide if you want to pick them up, and help you figure out if you already have these in your collection. Let me know if you'd like to see a follow-up video after I try these blushes a few more times, just so I can give my final thoughts and opinion. And if you made it this far in the video, do subscribe, give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.